Hi everyone, I am Paulo Ferracioli. I am a researcher at the University of Bologna. I'm doing a postdoctorate research fellow there, and I'm glad to be here presenting my paper at the second European Congress on Disinformation and Fact-Checking. I would like to thank the organizing committee for having organized this great event and for having selected my paper. Today, I'll be talking about AI and the future of fact-checking, a systematic review of artificial intelligence in combating disinformation. So, to start, I would like to talk a little bit about the context of this research and the fact that it's linked with the revolution that these new tools of artificial intelligence have brought to daily life. People in general all over the world have increasingly used LLM tools in their routines, especially the most famous ones like ChatGPT. And that is changed how the way we interact with everything in our lives, with our academic course, with the way we search for information, and the way we also consume information online. And to follow this trend, the academic world, researchers from universities in different countries have started to focus on finding out how artificial intelligence has changed the way people deal with news, deal with information. And it's important for us to see that recent researches, like one conducted by the Pew Research Center, have shown that people are more concerned than excited about the presence of AI in their daily lives. So this shows a little bit of caution in the way people feel towards artificial intelligence, and that part of the research has already been able to find out. But if artificial intelligence have arrived in many aspects of our lives, it has also arrived in journalism and how journalists approach AI. A lot of research has been made about this subject, and we can notice that some journalists express concerns about the way AI has gotten into everyday lives, into the professional routines, but also many journalists acknowledge the fact that AI is important specifically for fact-checking. Fact-checking, a kind of journalism that is concerned about misinformation and fighting misinformation, has been using AI. And researchers are interested in that. But there is still a gap that needs to be filled, and to understand how AI and fact-checking are intertwined and how the academic literature has dealt with this issue. So the research question of this paper is exactly that. How has academic research examined journalism in the context of artificial intelligence, specifically fact-checking journalism? To do that, we conducted this exploratory literature review and we examined papers that were published in English, only in this idiom, in journals throughout all the year of 2025, and we looked in the database of Scopus. And our research has shown some aspects that can be highlighted. For example, the fact that many of these research uses survey experiment as their methodological technique. And with these experiments, they intend to find and to understand how the public reacts to AI in the fact-checking process. It's a way of them to understanding how the regular audience evaluates the credibility of normal journalists and of the artificial intelligence. and to do this comparison, and that's why the survey experiments are useful for. But also, the research has found some surprising information about the way people evaluate fact checking. Most of these researchers that we have analyzed in this research has found that AI sources can be equally credible. There's not a big difference between what people evaluate from traditional outlets, traditional media, and what they expect from the artificial intelligence check-in. But as well as research that focus on how the public evaluate, there's also research that's concerned with how the professionals that work in fact-checking journalism, how do they deal with AI? And it's clear that some professionals have already stated that AI tools makes it easier for them to verify information, to make some boring and repetitive routines of their daily lives more practical. And some of them also state that AI is a tool that can even help citizens to check facts for themselves. So it's clear that research in different countries has shown that fact checkers view the AI potential and they believe it's significant, but they also are careful and understand that there are challenges that need to be dealt with. It has been shown in this research that many checkers can be divided into 3 levels of AI implementation, because some agencies are very basic and they only use AI in their basic routines. Some are already more experimental and are trying to adapt AI to help in other functions of AI. But there are also some fact-checking agencies that have achieved a disruptive level. And in this level, they're even able to create AI tools that can be used by other companies and makes the development of this technology a part of what they do as a company. To end this presentation, I would like to say that the public perception in general, as the research conducted in 2025 by different researchers across the world, has shown minimal skepticism towards AI verification. And more important than that, it has shown that journalist professionals that deal with fact checking embrace AI with optimism, even though they are a little careful. And also, it has been shown that fact checking organizations across the world have adopted AI, even if they have adopted at different levels of success and of intensity. So, thank you for watching my presentation.